You got Nick Gage against Dr. Bobby Wayward. And Bobby Wayward just taking the action right to Nick Gage. J Enterprise, what do you have to say about this contest?
This is a stark contrast to the last match we just saw. Great technical chain-up matchup between Bowens and Stryker. As you just said, this is going to be a fight. We're going to see a lot. With all the pinfall attempts we saw in the last match, I think we're going to see that amount of fists and punches thrown in this matchup. This is another first-round matchup here in our Dream 16 tournament. Bowens, Anthony Bowens himself, the 5-tool player, has advanced. We will see who can survive this matchup between Dr. Bobby Wayward, former WrestlePro champion, and Nick Gage.
Nick Gage, of course, the professional wrestling veteran. You name it, he's probably accomplished it. No, he has actually accomplished it in professional wrestling. The ultra-violent legend. This dude has all but pretty much just died in the wrestling ring. He actually one time had to be lifted from a helicopter from a professional wrestling ring due to blood loss, got back up and said, no, I want to finish the match.
I would not be surprised if Bobby Wayward wants to send Gage to the hospital again tonight.
Well, he's got his work cut out for him because Nick Gage is just firing up on Bobby Wayward.
Cutting him down. But that backbreaker only got a 2 count. Let's see how much control this ref will have in this matchup. And this crowd getting on Bobby Wayward, as they always do. The WrestlePro faithful do not like this man. They hate this man, and they let him know it every single time.
And he lets them know how much it doesn't care. Bobby Wayward, you know, we've spoken about the credentials that this competitor brings to the ring. You know, over 7 years as a professional wrestler, once again trained out of Rahway, New Jersey by the Creator Pro staff. Nick Gage, 20-plus years as a professional wrestler, trained by John Zandig over at CZW. You know, these two known for their vicious brutality in their matches, outright.
Wayward hitting the ropes, and a spine buster by Gage. Knocked the win out of Bobby Wayward, no doubt. Setting him up, looks like Wayward reeling in that corner. Elbow, running elbow. Going for number 2.
And we've seen this before. Nick Gage comes charging.
Wayward off his feet, not a good place to be. Oh!
Boot scrape right to the mush of Dr. Bobby.
The Nike logo, no doubt, will be on the face of Bobby Wayward in the morning.
And this is not where you want to be when you're in a match with Nick Gage, because once things spill to the outside, somebody's blood is about to be pouring.
I don't think Wayward is even aware that Gage is behind him. His clock has been rattled, headbutt. Looks like, the thought process there.
Referee, you do not want to argue with Nick Gage. Oh no, what's this?
The opportune Bobby Wayward, those several seconds that Gage spent jaw-jacking and pushing the referee was just enough. Wayward now in control, just ramming him into that steel post.
And now he's disrespecting Eastern Bloc and the Hate Club. Stepping on the bandana is Bobby Wayward.
Wayward doesn't care, though. He doesn't care what you think about him. He doesn't care what these people think about him, or what Nick Gage thinks about him.
Not in the slightest.
Wayward, a former 2-time WrestlePro champion. He certainly has the chops. And without a doubt, I think one of the favorites in this tournament.
I wouldn't be surprised, but, you know, personally speaking, I know a lot of the boys that have been talking about the Dream 16, you know, they've all said one thing about Nick Gage, and that's, I do not want to step in the ring with him. Dr. Bobby, of course, said, screw it. If nobody else will fight him, I'll fight him. And I don't think he's making a bad decision at all.
Gage has been rattled. And Bobby is, I don't know, he's taking this opportunity now to just jaw-jacking, kind of add insult to injury. And
that is not what you want to do, because when you start jaw-jacking with Nick Gage, he'll start hitting you right back.
That was certainly the opportunity he needed. He's firing up now. Looks like we got a choke slam on the way. Oh no!
That's a choke breaker.
My God!
Right into a pile driver. Dropped Dr. Bobby right on his head, but he's not even looking for a pin. Oh no. Nick Gage has the chair in hand, and
an overexcited fan there encouraging Gage with this chair.
I don't even know if the Dream 16 isn't a no DQ tournament.
Well, the ref is telling him Come on, you got to grab it, ref. Do something. Gage looking to cause some bodily harm.
Referee getting it out of the way.
Takes a lot of nerve to do that. Gage's like, nope, this is my chair.
Well, if you had a chair in the ring and Nick Gage said he wanted it, I think it's safe to say it would be his chair too.
Setting up a suplex, DDT, no. Fisherman's by Bobby, one of his signature moves. Oh, 2.5.
Gage breaks right out of that.
One of the most beautiful, if not the most beautiful, fisherman suplexes in independent wrestling. It is a thing of beauty. Bobby now, the chair is in his hand. What is on his mind?
At this point, who knows? Who knows if Dr. Bobby wants to just finish this match or if he wants to torture Nick Gage even more.
He's going for a clothesline there. Gage ducked underneath. Oh, right hand to the chin. Hooks his leg,
Dragon
takes him
screw
down.
whip.
We got a submission hold now. Bobby has utilized this hold many a times.
Going for the single leg. Boston Crab right behind the neck. Are we going to see Nick Gage tap out?
There have been a lot of really tough men who have tapped out to this hold, but not now. This match continues as Gage has found himself to the ropes. Bobby's a little frustrated with that. Well, I would say a lot frustrated.
And if you're Nick Gage, what do you think the strategy is at this point? You know, now you're in a position where you weren't planning on, and Dr. Bobby's worked just about every part of his body, and
he's got to stay on his feet. That's what he's got to do.
Nick Gage tosses Wayward back into the corner, up and over.
Gage now perilously on that apron. Bobby taking advantage with a kick right to the temple, but he is still on his feet. Still on his feet after that. Just ramming his head into the turnbuckle there.
Well, he's following the advice. He's staying on his feet. As now Dr. Bobby's hooking Nick Gage for what could possibly be a superplex. This is not good.
This is a test of strength right here. They're both battling on those ropes. Bobby has the high ground. He's got him hooked.
Superplex by Dr. Bobby Wayward to Nick Gage. Will that be all?
The cover. Count 2.
And the Dream 16 second qualifying first round match continues.
The winner of this match will go on to face the winner of Gigolo Justin and VSK. But first, they can't think about that. That's one thing. These wrestlers in these matches, and all the tournament matches tonight, they can't be thinking about who's next. Who else do they have to fight? What else do they have to do to get that trophy? They have to concentrate on the match at hand.
Well, I hate to disagree with you, Jay Enterprise, but you know, as we previously stated, this tournament is a game of chess, not of checkers.
The chair has come into play. There's the bell. This one is over.
And Nick Gage getting himself eliminated.
Bobby may have won the battle, but Nick Gage may win the war.
Nick Gage, a madman with that chair. What's he going for?
Obviously what he had in mind earlier. Oh!
Brainbuster on the chair.
Wayward won the match, but I don't think he has a good chance of advancing all the way to the end of this tournament now.
Well, Bobby Wayward just got himself a second round match, but at what cost? Perhaps a concussion.
Let's get the official announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner as a result of a disqualification and advancing to the quarterfinals,